Good morning, it's day 4 of the BookTubeAthon and I'm making oatmeal, so I figured I would just kind of update you guys while I'm making my breakfast. It is currently about 10 o'clock in the morning. I've actually been up for a while though. I just got back from coffee with some friends. I meet these friends every Thursday morning at like 7:45 and just to kind of hang out and catch up. It's a really nice part of my week. Anyway, I realized I did not update you on my reading from Wednesday night. I don't remember what my last clip was, but I'm already losing steam with the whole vlogging thing, so I apologize for that. But anyway, it's so hard for me to multitask. So yesterday, I actually went back. I was reading on the front porch, got interrupted, and then I went outside in the back porch, or my backyard basically, and continued reading, and I finished my book. I finished Among the Sticks and Bones, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, yeah. I finally finished it, so that checks off 2 of the challenges, which is read a book in a day and read a book outside. So I'm really excited about that. I finally have a book down. I'm still reading When Dimple Met Rishi. I was just so tired last night. I think I went to bed at like 9:30 or 10. It was kind of ridiculous, but I did read a little bit and I think I have like 50 pages left. So I'm definitely gonna finish that today. Like, if nothing else happens, I will finish When Dimple Met Rishi. So the plan for today is to eat my breakfast, get to work. I kind of have to clean up a few things around the house, and then I have some great close friends who are coming over and we're gonna have our reading party. Like, we're literally gonna hang out in my living room and read for the night. It's really fantastic. Hopefully you'll be able to see some of it. So the books I'm kind of thinking about picking up next are Sulla, which I've sort of talked about because I have the audiobook and the physical copy. I haven't really returned to the audiobook because I wanna like read a few pages and then get into the audiobook. Otherwise, I feel like it's gonna be really hard for me to focus. But it's narrated by Toni Morrison and it's so excellent so far. Like, I can just tell I'm gonna love her voice as the narration, so it's gonna be great. And then I also wanna pick up The Last Battle by C.S. Lewis, which is the 7th book in the Chronicles of Narnia series. And it's a really short book, so I feel like if I just keep going with the shorter books, then I can pick up maybe a longer book after that. So that's kind of the plan. We'll see if I actually stick to it. But it's been a really nice morning so far. I don't really want to get to work, but I have a lot to do, so I cannot afford to procrastinate today. Hello, it's about 2:45, still day 4. I took a little break from work to go to the grocery store. I'm gonna grab some things for my little cozy reading night that I'm having with some friends tonight. So I'm gonna grab some cheese and crackers and LaCroix and all that good stuff. Hello, it's about 7:30. Just waiting for my friends to come over for our reading party. I am currently making some homemade cookies, and I've never made anything like this, but it's basically mashed up bananas, oatmeal, coconut powder, peanut butter, and chocolate chips. And I'm really disappointed because I thought the oats that I put in here were gluten-free, but they're not. And one of my friends is gluten-free, and I was kind of making this with her in mind, which is just kind of a bummer, you know? Although I know she's not really expecting this because she pretty much has to bring her own stuff everywhere she goes, but I wanted to have a surprise for her when she got here. So yeah, I have not read anything since I got off work around like 5:30. I've been cleaning the house and just kind of getting things done, but I have been listening to my audiobook, Retribution of Mara, and I have like 2.5 hours left of that. So I'm definitely gonna finish that over the BookTubeAthon, even though, I mean, I guess I would count it. I probably would count it as like half a point because I think I was like halfway when I started the BookTubeAthon. Definitely gonna finish When Dimple Met Rishi tonight. Hopefully I'll start Chronicles of Narnia, the 7th book, but I honestly, at this point, it's already 7:30. I know I'm not gonna be as focused reading with my friends here. We'll just have to see. Of the BookTubeAthon. I clearly just got out of the shower. I'm in my kitchen. I had to perch my phone somewhere so that I could make my avocado toast. See if this light helps. Better? No. I wanted to update you on what happened yesterday. So I think I vlogged right before it happened, but I had a couple friends come over for a reading party. It was so much fun. Like, when we're together, it's just the best time because they're all readers, which I know I know that's incredibly rare, and I'm super thankful for it. But we all got together, and it was really funny because I was like, guys, if you come over and we don't read, I'm gonna kick you out because this is the BookTubeAthon and I have to read. Well, when they came over and everyone was in the intense parts of their books, I was the one looking around the circle going, is this really happening? I'm so excited. I was so amped up by the idea of having a reading party that I was the one who was the most distracting. Everyone was just so serious because they were in the most intense parts of their books, and I was just like cracking up. I mean, when we're all together, I get pretty goofy anyway. I'm eating a kiwi for the first time. It's so good. I did read though. I read about 100 pages last night. I read like 50 or so pages of When Dimple Met Rishi and finished it. And then I started the 7th book in the Chronicles of Narnia series, The Last Battle, and I read about 50 pages in that book. So it was really good. And When Dimple Met Rishi was really sweet. It was cute. I enjoyed it. I would say it's probably not one that will stick with me forever or anything because it is kind of a light, fluffy contemporary. It was pretty predictable. Alina from Tall Tales and I have kind of been Voxer voice messaging each other back and forth this week about the book. And she just made such a good point about how the book, especially towards the end, kind of the romance sort of takes over and there's not a whole lot of conflict or tension that, like, I don't know, that really makes it worth reading, like turning pages. And some of the side characters, I just feel like they were pretty flat. But other than that, it was a cute story. Like I said, the idea was cute. I enjoyed that it was a female character who had her passion for tech or for programming, and that she didn't want anything to get in the way of her future career. And she's 18 years old, so she's like a driven YA character, which is just, I don't know, we need more of that. Also appreciated the diversity in the book, of course. If you loved the Laura Jean, what is it, a trilogy? I forget what they're all called. I read the first one and I was kind of like, it's cute, but didn't really care that much about going into it. But if you liked that book, or if you liked sort of the Anna and the French Kiss, Stephanie Perkins kind of books, I think you will really like When Dimple Met Rishi, and I can definitely appreciate it for what it is. So for today, this lighting is terrible. I have a call in about 30 minutes, a client call, and then I have work all day. I'm probably gonna be working on Saturday too, which is not fun. I just really got behind this week. Without Aaron here, it's really hard to stay motivated during the day. I know that's weird, but that's just how it is. Lots of work to do. I'm gonna make breakfast here in a little bit. Aaron's coming home finally at like 2 o'clock today, so I'll probably hang out with him for a little bit. And then we're just gonna hang out tonight, and hopefully I'll finish Chronicles of Narnia tonight, I'm hoping, so that I can pick up Stella by Toni Morrison after that. So I'll keep you guys posted. Hello, it is about 7 o'clock, still day 5, right, of the BookTubeAthon. I have not been doing much at all this afternoon. I stopped working at like 6 or 6:30. It kind of had a late, I don't know, just a late crazy day today. But Aaron came home around like 2 o'clock, and I took a really big break then to just hang out with him and catch up because he's been gone all week. And it's just been really nice to have him here. Sorry, there's a fly in here. So I haven't read anything, like, at all. And I really, really want to get to The Last Battle. I want to finish it, hopefully at least tonight, so that I can pick up Stella tomorrow. We ate a really late lunch. Like, we pretty much had lunch at like 2:30. And then kind of had a snack at like 4:30. So I don't even know if we're going to be making dinner tonight. And if we do, it'll probably be at like 9 o'clock. I literally have no plans but to read. Day 6 of the BookTubeAthon. Let's just not talk about what's happening here because I just woke up a little while ago and I finished the last book of Chronicles of Narnia, book 7, The Last Battle. And I want to cry. It's just so beautiful. It wasn't my favorite book in the series, but the last like 50 pages or so were just everything I wanted. Everything I wanted from the book, how the book to end. It was so perfect. There are parts of it that were kind of disappointing, I won't lie. Oh man, but it's just so good. I know I need to pick up another book, which is probably going to be Sulla by Toni Morrison, but I don't know if I can pick up another book immediately after finishing the last book in the Chronicles of Narnia series. It's just too perfect. It's too weighty. I don't know if I could do it. I just want to cry. But I will kind of fill you in on the end of day 5 because I don't think I've really vlogged much yesterday. I read about 100 pages in this yesterday, I think. And then this morning I read the rest of it. So that's kind of all I did. I didn't pick up another book. I didn't spend a whole lot of time reading last night. We just kind of hung out and watched Veep, which is like our latest obsession. I think I'm gonna go wash my face and take care of this. And then I have some work to do. And then I'll probably pick up Sulla later this evening.
Never knew, because her mother said that Sulla's mother was sooty. The trip, perhaps, or her newfound meanness, gave her the strength to cultivate a friend in spite of her mother.
Hey everybody, it's still day 6 of the BookTubeAthon. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I am just hanging out. It looks like a storm is about to come. You probably can't tell, but it's just the perfect reading on the couch weather right now. I'm reading Sulla. Sulla, I think is how you say it. I've been listening to Toni Morrison narrate this book as I read, and it's just so wonderful. Her narration makes the book. It's amazing to hear this author read this book the way that she intended it to be read, and just the dramatic breaks that she takes, or the name pronunciation, or just the way people talk. I don't know, I feel like having read it now in her voice, it just makes it that much better. I'm only 30 pages in, and there's, I think, like 180 pages maybe. But I'm hopeful that I'll finish it tonight, and if not, I definitely have time tomorrow to read some. I'm kind of losing steam on my goals, though. So I might end up just reading 4 books this week. It's 5:30, and we're headed to the lake with this pup. So I think that my last vlog was day 6, like maybe the middle of the day or the beginning of the day even, and I just totally dropped the ball. I started out strong and then I totally dropped the ball with vlogging for the BookTubeAthon. It's actually the day after the last day of the BookTubeAthon, so I didn't vlog at all on day 7. Like I said, Aaron was in town just for the weekend, so I really wanted to prioritize spending time with him. And I think I was just kind of getting tired of reading a little bit. But all that to say, I did finish 4 books. 4.5 if you count the Retribution of Mara Dyer audiobook, which I had started before the BookTubeAthon, so I'm not really counting it. But I did finish that one as well during the BookTubeAthon. So I wanted to kind of catch you up on kind of what happened after I stopped vlogging. Saturday night, Aaron and I hung out. We went to dinner, which was really fun. And then Sunday, I don't think I did a lot of reading. No, I did. I did some reading on Saturday. And what I did on Saturday and Sunday was I listened to the audiobook for Sulla by Toni Morrison while I was reading it. And it was just so amazing. Like, I've never done anything like that. I've never really listened to an audiobook while that was narrated by the author while physically reading it at the same time. It was such a cool experience, and I definitely want to do something like that again. And Toni Morrison, that was the first book I've ever read by her, and it was so spectacular. Like, this book is only 170 some pages, but there's just so much to it. It's so weighty. It's like this just gritty, amazing book, and I totally understand why Britt Bennett, who wrote The Mothers, chose this book as a source of her inspiration, because, like I said, it's gritty. It's just this small town gossip feel to it that I love in a book. The writing was poetic and fluid, and wow, I don't have complete thoughts yet. I will definitely talk a little bit more about this book in my wrap-up, but I did want to share that I loved this book so much. It was just circles and circles of sorrow the whole time I was reading it. It was just really, truly captured this feeling of loneliness and loss and friendship, and wow, it really left a mark. I totally understand the Toni Morrison hype now. Like, I get that she's a complete genius. So yeah, you didn't actually miss much from the rest of day 6 and day 7. I think on Sunday we went to church. I maybe read like a little bit of this book, and then we actually went to a coffee shop because we both had to work, sadly, a little bit on Sunday afternoon. And then we came home, read a little bit more, and kind of like cleaned the house and just kind of got ready for the week. I think I finished Sula, or I was really, really close to finishing Sula. And then we went out on the front porch and hung out with our neighbors for a couple of hours, which was really fun. And I had kind of like given up the idea of reading a 5th book at this point. And so I came back inside and finished Sula before midnight. I think it was like 10:30 or so. So if you've been watching long so far, because clearly I'm gonna have to break up these vlogs in some way, and who knows when I'll get to editing them. If you have been watching along, thanks for watching and joining me on this journey for the BookTubeAthon. It's such a fun readathon every year, and I hope that you read a lot and enjoyed your readathon too. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.